Good evening. My name is Dr. j.Nicholas and I live in Adelaide in South Australia. I'm very excited at the moment because yesterday I finished the manuscript of a book that's taken me some 12 years to write. I had no idea when I set out on this task that it was going to take so long, but it's a book about the people behind the Adelaide street names. In one afternoon in May 1837, a committee of 12 sat down to name the streets of Adelaide to be placed on Colonel Light's wonderful map of the city of Adelaide that he'd just surveyed. What I found surprising, not long after I'd retired as president of the Pioneers Association, was there were errors in the attributions of some of the Adelaide street names. And for some reason I decided to set out on what's turned out to be a huge task to try and get a handle on all of this and find out who these people were. Well, what a journey it's been. It's taken me to England several times. It's taken me to the point where I'm now a member of the Reform Club in London, there being some 35 members of the Reform Club who are named in our streets in Adelaide, which is quite surprising. One of the most important things about the book is that it focuses on a period in British parliamentary history which is very important, and that is the widening of the franchise which came about as a result of the Great Reform Bill of 1832. The House of Commons was swelled by several hundred members as a result of this, and during this period there were many interesting members of the aristocracy, nobility and other propertied classes who had rather remarkable educations at Cambridge and Oxford, who were keen on social reform. And if it weren't for this fact, I don't think the South Australian Act of August 1834 would have been passed. As a result of this, I began to look more carefully at the small potted biographies of the people behind the Adelaide streets. There were famous names like Melbourne, Brougham, Stanley and others who were highly significant. Wellington Square, for example, and of course King William and Queen Victoria. But then again, who were these other people, some of whom we knew very little about? People like Weymouth, Samuel Mills, Gillies, for example. I looked more carefully and I found that at least 35 of these people had some connection with the newly formed Reform Club in London. And as a result of this, and once this became known in London, I've been invited once already, and again this year I'm to go for 2 more lectures at the Reform Club to talk further about this remarkable connection between that club and the formation of South Australia.